தெரியுமா?
In this question, we are told that h of x is defined on the set of integers such that 3 into h of a plus 5 into h of 40 minus a is equal to a for all values of a. We are required to find out the value of h of 0 plus 2 and which of the four options is true. So if you are trying to find out the value of h of 0, let us call this to be equal to x. So if you are looking at the function that is given to us, we have h of a and h of 40 minus a in it. So let us call h of 40 to be equal to y. Now what we'll do is quite simple. We'll first put a to be equal to 0. We'll get an equation in h of 0 and h of 40. Then we are going to put the value of a to be equal to 40. Then we'll get another equation in h of 0 and h of 40. We'll solve both of them to calculate the value of h of 0. Now when a is equal to 0, what is the value of the given equation? This would imply that 3 times h of 0 plus 5 times h of 40 is equal to 0. We assume that h of 0 is x and h of 40 is y. So this would imply that 3x plus 5y is equal to 0. Now if you substitute the value of a to be equal to 40, this would imply that 3 times h of 40 plus 5 times h of 40 minus 40, that is h of 0, is equal to 40. Or this would imply that 3y plus 5x is equal to 40. So we have two equations and we have two variables. We can solve them to calculate the value of x and y. We are required to calculate the value of x. So let us substitute the value of y to be equal to minus 3 by 5x. This follows from the first equation. If you substitute this in the second equation, 3y will be equal to minus 9 by 5x plus 5x is equal to 40. Because if y is equal to minus 3 by 5x, 3y will be equal to minus 9 by 5x. If you simplify, the left hand side will be equal to by 25 minus 9 plus 5 into 5, that is 25. So minus 9 plus 25 is 16 by 25x is equal to 16 by 5x is equal to 40. Because the denominator is 5, so 16 by 5x is equal to 40, or the value of x is equal to 200 by 16. You can simplify this by cancelling 8 in the numerator and denominator, so this will equal 25 by 2, or this is equal to 12.5. This is the value of h of 0. So what is the value of h of 0 plus 2? The value of h of 0 plus 2 is 14.5. Now let us look at all the options. The first option says that this is a prime number. This is not true because this is not an integer. The third option says that this is not an integer, which is true. The second option says that it is a composite number, which is also not true because this is not an integer. And the fourth option says that it is divisible by 5. This is also not true. So options A, B and D are not true. The only correct option is option C.